Good evening, forecaster Mark Spencer here with your evening video forecast for Monday, January 12th, 2026. Tuesday, looking a little warmer, but still breezy out there. We'll see 40s, even some 50s across the state with a fair amount of sunshine actually. Clouds will increase during the afternoon. If you didn't get to enjoy some of that sunshine today, try to enjoy it tomorrow because it might be the last time for several days before we see some sun across parts of Ohio. We're going to see rain to snow on Wednesday. Some spots may actually just start as snow across parts of northwestern Ohio. We'll take a look at the latest model data, and we do have more snow and some frigid temperatures coming. Wait till you see the 5-day forecast for some of you coming up in just a moment. Some really chilly temperatures. Hey, it's still winter and it's still January. All right, currently on our satellite and radar, it's quiet. Yep, that's been the theme lately when I've done these videos. It's quiet. A couple high clouds out there, especially across Indiana, a couple high clouds across southwestern and central Ohio, but really not doing much of anything. It'll help keep temperatures slightly warmer overnight, but some of those locations where it is clear, you could see temperatures fall a little bit below what's forecast in some rural areas. It's not too bad out there though. Currently, as we take a look at temperatures across the state of Ohio, we're generally in the low to mid 30s across much of the state, anywhere from about 31 Youngstown and Akron, Zanesville to 34, 35, Toledo, Defiance 35, Lima 34, Columbus 35, Cleveland 34, and we're generally 35, 36 Dayton to Cincinnati, and 33 to 35 from Athens to Marietta. Not too bad out there. Could be a lot worse, and we're going to see some really cold temperatures this weekend and perhaps even into much of next week. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm just the messenger. First, let's take a look at our future radar. This is going to be pretty much overnight tomorrow night through Thursday mornings, pretty much like late morning, almost early afternoon when this goes through. As we put this into motion, we have rain move across portions of southern and central Ohio. Here we are Wednesday morning, our front's coming across northwestern Ohio. There's those snow showers with the front. Could be some snow squalls embedded in there. Behind that, we're going to get unsettled, and this is going to loop behind me while I explain a couple things here. What's going to happen here is we're going to get really unsettled. We're going to get these on and off snow showers generally across the snow belt east of Cleveland, but it could be pretty much anywhere across northeastern Ohio. Within that, could see some moderate bursts of snow, perhaps a couple snow squalls here or there. Those could drop a quick inch or two of snow if you get them, but they're going to be real hit and miss. You're going to get the initial portion with the front, and then as the winds shift behind the front, we'll get some as well with that cold air quickly spilling in across Ohio behind it. You can see it's just unsettled, and that's kind of how it's going to be into Thursday evening before all of this pulls out. It's not going to be a big, huge system like maybe a couple of you folks that you follow on Facebook or other social media sites may have talked about. This is actually going to keep snowfall totals a little bit lower. We're going to take a look at that in a moment too. First, here's the European forecast that takes us through Sunday afternoon. And you're going to see system after system. That was our first one there. There's our next system. Here's another system out here. This is going to be for Saturday. And it just all kind of falls apart. And then when this ends, you're going to see another system across Minnesota and Wisconsin. That will be for Sunday night into perhaps Monday. These are just clipper systems. This one's missing to the north. The other one is a little bit closer, but not everything has come together. It's a little bit weaker or just a little bit too much dry air in that system. That one fell apart over Michigan. And so this is what I like to call nickel and dime snow. We'll get a few inches here, a few inches there from a system, and it'll all add up over time. But it's going to turn very unsettled with a lot of cold air spilling in across the Great Lakes and eastern United States heading into next week. As that cold air moves in, this is what we're going to see perhaps is just one system after the next. It does stay unsettled as we go into next week, so there are additional chances for snow, but it's way too soon for specifics on what, when, and where exactly. So we'll have to just stay tuned for the very latest on that. But it could also end up being, if the cold air really sets up here, this is pretty much going to keep us dry but very cold. All the systems will pretty much stay to the south, so it's something to watch over the next week. All right, our snowfall forecast. This is Wednesday, we'll call it early afternoon through Thursday night. Now, keep in mind, you have to watch this right here, the timing. You're going to see all sorts of maps out there, and I've already seen some, and I saw one that was generated with AI, and I'm pretty sure I got a few more gray hairs after it, folks. It was bad. I mean, bad. And you really got to look at that stuff. If it's glitzy and glossy and it's like, wow, that really pops, chances are it's probably AI. Believe it or not, we're seeing a lot of it this winter. All right, our snowfall forecast is sponsored by our partner Canopy Management, and we're looking at less than an inch across much of Ohio. Why did I highlight almost all of Ohio in less than an inch? It's those pesky snow showers with the bursts of snow or snow squalls that could develop just about anywhere. That could drop a quick inch of snow. Most of you are going to see very little to no accumulation. So don't think, well, it has up to an inch, I'm going to get an inch. No, that's not what this means at all. It just means the potential is there. You could pick up a quick inch if you get in one of those little snowbursts or snow squalls, something like that. All right, across north central and much of northeastern Ohio, as much as 3 inches of snow. Now, if we get a couple extra bursts of snow outside of the snow belt, a couple places could see a little bit more than 3 inches, but it's not widespread. Widespread 3 to as much as 6 across the primary belt, generally eastern Cuyahoga, far southern Lake, Geauga, and much of Ashtabula County, especially the higher terrain. And again, like we always say, if you're from the Cleveland area, you've heard it on every channel on the television. Locally higher amounts where snow showers persist, right? And that's just the name of the game here. So if something persists, or you get a couple extra bursts of snow or an extra snow squall, you could see a little bit more in a couple spots. But right now, that's what we're looking at. That goes through Thursday night. This will end. Friday's kind of a quiet day. We'll see some snow showers around, but they're not going to do a whole lot. And then we're going to get more snow Saturday, perhaps Sunday, and also Martin Luther King Day as well. And again, it'll all add up. So you got to be really careful what you're looking at. Watch the timing for sure. Travel, not too bad, but anything in a snow squall, you could hit some reduced visibility and roads could quickly become snow covered, so do slow down. It'll be gusty out there, windy wise. That'll blow some snow around, reduce visibility, especially in the heavier snow showers east of Cleveland. Power outages otherwise. I'm not expecting too many. They should generally be sporadic, but we could see a few across parts of Ohio. For your overnight tonight, generally clear. We'll see a few clouds out there. Some of those high clouds clear out. And chilly. We'll be generally in the low 30s to upper 20s in the interior portions and rural locations. Not too bad. We're looking at 31 Cleveland, 31 Toledo, Findlay, 30 Bellefontaine, 31 Dayton, 32 down in Cincinnati, 30 Mansfield, 28 Logan, 29 Athens and Marietta, and also 29 in Ashtabula. Some of the cooler spots will get perhaps into the mid-20s in some of these very rural locations as long as skies can clear out. Our forecast for tonight is sponsored by our partner, Rural First. All right, for your day on Tuesday, not too bad. We're going to see a fair amount of sunshine. Actually, I think much of southeastern and south central Ohio will be mainly sunny. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds here and there. Southwestern Ohio, I think you're going to start out sunny. You'll see clouds move in later in the day. Northwestern Ohio will see clouds move in by early afternoon. And there'll generally be high clouds. So that's why I'm calling it mostly cloudy. It's going to keep you a little bit cooler. That's why you're 44, 45 there. We're generally that across northeastern Ohio as well. It's going to be breezy out there. Otherwise, upper 40s to low 50s across the area. Some of those winds could gust to 25 to perhaps 30 miles an hour at times. So you're still going to want a jacket. It's still going to be chilly out there with that wind. We may not have a wind chill that registers, but it's still going to feel pretty chilly out there. Our forecast for Tuesday is sponsored by our partner, Amplex Internet. And if you run a business and would like to sponsor a graphic or a video or just about anything that we offer, do reach out to us, directors@bellparkweather.org, or just message us on our Facebook page, and we can give you all the details about rates and everything like that. Everything's real reasonable. Our reach is awesome as well. All right, so how cold is it going to get this weekend this weekend actually, because our 5-day only goes through the weekend. How cold is it looking to get in your area later this weekend? Let's take a look at the latest 5-day forecast.